Good morning, dear friends. May the Lord bless you in a special way today as we enjoy the summer weather in these closing days of summer almost in our area. I'd love to talk to you today about the spiritual fruits of argument. Or is there any spiritual fruit from arguing with people, especially those who resist our arguments? Um, when I was in India, I used to come across people who belong to Pentecostal churches. When you start talking to them, they have certain premeditated conclusions to whatever they want to talk to you. So they don't want to have a dialogue with me. All they come to you is with a preset of arguments, and they want to convince you. They want to convert you. Their interest in dialoguing with you in a Christian way never happens if you keep arguing. For example, they will say, you worship Mary and there is no point. It is an idolatry. That's how they start their arguments. When you try to explain that we are not worshiping Mary, we are venerating her. We venerate her and keep her in high esteem and seek her intercession in order to plead for us in God's presence. They will never accept that fine and true argument, which has been a 2000 years old tradition that we venerate our Blessed Mother. So, this is how there are people who argue in order to achieve their goal of bringing us to their thinking and convincing us to think like them. How fruitful it is for us, or how do you deal with such people who have real resistance to everything you want to say to them? There are three possible approaches. How do we handle when argument comes between you and another person? First, there will be moments. The best thing is not to start an argument. It is better you keep quiet and walk away in silence, offering a prayer for that person. C.K. Chesterton had done that, a great scholar and thinker and a best speaker. He has come across cases where he just quit talking. This could be very applicable to even spouses. When you start an unreasonable argument between you, I think sometimes silence would be a better mode you can get into instead of getting deeper into an argument where nobody is listening to the other person. Rather, you want to really hold on to your position and win the argument. There is no point in engaging in an argument in such a situation. So, best thing is be quiet, get out of the argument, and offer the person in prayer that if you are holding on to the true position, then let the Lord speak to them. The second approach could be, we may not be able to convince or make the other person to understand the point you want to drive to. So just throw some pebbles into the thought of the person. It is something like if you put a pebble in your shoe, it will be constantly irritating you. So at the moment of our conversation and argument, the person may not take the thoughts you are throwing into the argument really well. Rather, the person will later, though irritated by what you presented, will give a second thought to it. Oh, that is a reasonable position. How did I miss it? I could have listened to the other person. Where did I go wrong? It could be better. I agree with that. They may come to a better understanding of what you want to say. And finally, the third approach will be, if you can argue well with the truth in your heart and mind, you can boldly argue with a person and you can win over the argument. But in all such things, truth should prevail, and you should always go to the other person whenever an argument arises with the love for the person, not with animosity and try to prove what I say is the right thing. No, that's not the focus of our argument. Our point of argument is to understand, create, foster better understanding, better working together, a better heart to foster future relationship. If that is the goal, your arguments will not be in vain. Thank you for listening. God bless you.